Mr. President, on the 13th of October 2020, you took over fully as the president of region. On that day, you made a number of promises. It's been 1 year. Do you still remember those promises that you made on that day? And how many of them have you been able to achieve?
Well, I thank God Almighty Allah. Glory be to God. I make a promise. When I made that promise, I asked God to guide me so that I can fulfill the promise. That I promise I will carry everybody along. That is number one. Number two, I also promise I forgive everybody, that those who offend me. I also made a promise, other that feel I offend them also, I seek their forgiveness on that very day. And also promise I will carry everybody along to build return. I believe those are the promise I made on that very day.
Now, 1 year after, have you been able to achieve or stick to those promises that you made?
No, we know promise is debt, and you have to fulfill the promise that you made. I thank God Almighty Allah. From October 13 till date is making 1 year. I'll be able to bring the returns members from all locations together, which is one of the promise I made. And I make sure I put the structures of returns in every 774 local governments in Nigeria. Not only the 36 states, including Abuja 37. In 774 local governments, we'll be able to put all our structures in everywhere. At the same time, I'll be able to bring the returns members together in every location. For those who are offend each other, I bring them together to reconcile them, to come and work for the progress of the association. As I, number one, I forgive everybody. So I want every member to forgive each other. And we'll be able to establish the same thing. Apart from that, I said for the progress of the association, I will carry everybody along. And at the same time, I thank God I carry everybody along with the little what God is giving us. So I believe the God Almighty Allah will lead me. The remaining promise that I did not fulfill, with the God power, inshallah, I will fulfill the promise, inshallah.
Okay, now, Mr. President, your people will want to hear from you. It's been 1 year. So what's your word for your members across the 774 local government?
My advice to any returns member in any location in Nigeria: peace and love, and then keep the commandments of God Almighty Allah. You follow the rules and regulations of the constitutions, and also you should be in good behavior in anywhere you found yourself. Then you keep the law and order of Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Good. You see, Mr. President, your union is a very critical union when you talk about transportation in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. it will not be right for us to end this interview without asking you to assess the state of transportation in Nigeria, especially road transport that you major. Are you satisfied with what we have on ground? If no, where are the areas you think requires improvement?
Let me use this opportunity and touch an area that you did not even ask me before I go into your question. We are heading to Ember Month, and we are also like to call the attentions of our drivers to be extra careful. They should avoid taking anything drugs or alcoholic, because we know what we are heading to. Then let me go into your question that whether I'm satisfied. For me, I'm not satisfied.
Why?
And why I said I'm not satisfied, you look at, there is a bank of industry in Nigeria. There is a bank of agriculture in Nigeria. Why there is no bank of transport? Development bank of transport is very, very important. Let's take assume in every, let's say even tricycle, before you go even into motor or Okada, there are some Okada riders, is 2 riders are managing one Okada, and they are filling their wife and children with that one Okada. There is a tricycle, one tricycle, no less than 2 or 3 people are managing that tricycle, and they are feeding their wives and their children. Then you come into even vehicle. How many people are feeding in that one vehicle? It talk about the driver, it talk about the conductor, it talk about the mechanic, it talk about vulcanizer, it talk about rewire, and even the filling station where the commercial vehicle are buying fuel, because without the buyer, the seller will not come out. So if you look at it, the government, they should focus also on transport development bank. We should get it so that we can be able to help and create a job for the country. We know if we can get, let's say you have 100 vehicle, then in 100 vehicle, no less than 6 or 7 people are eating on that vehicle. Then you employ how many people in 100 vehicle? That is 700 people. So inside somebody to use them, give them 1,000 or 2,000 naira to employ them to go where they will create problem, and they have their job, can them collect the 1,000 or 2,000 naira? They will not. They will focus on their job. That is where they are getting their daily income, not the one that you give them today, tomorrow you will not give them again. So that's why I'm still crying out for the federal government to look at this area critically, for we to have a bank of transport.
You're talking about bank of transportation,
development bank of transportation.
Now, is that the solution? The biggest problem is finance. The biggest problem your members are facing. If no, what is the major problem?
Every business is finance. Without finance, there is no business.
But some people can tell you that the bank of industry can also take care of the transporters.
There is a difference between industry and transport sector. Even their ministers are different. So you cannot join them together.
Under your leadership, what has been your relationship like with security agencies in Nigeria, especially those that has to do with transportation?
There is a very good cordial relationship between we and transport in every angle in this country. In this country, in time of the garage or in time of the secure of the vehicle, So in every angle, actually, we have a very good cordial relationship with them.
Good. Now, just two more questions. I will excuse Mr. President. There's this other area I need you to look at. The general impression people have of transporters in Nigeria is that they are tout. How correct are they? And if they are not, how does it come to you when you hear such?
How will you call somebody who have no less than at least 2 million, 3 million to buy one vehicle, and you call him tout? Even the tricycle today now, it is almost 1 million or 2 million naira, and you call it tout. So at least if you go to market, you meet those women who are selling things that is not more than 20,000, 30,000, you call them tout. The name of touting, it is just people form that names. Is the way some of our drivers are behaving, not an owner. You can't call owner tout. I invest money and you call me tout. That's of what? But it's the drivers that we employ. Some of the times the way they used to behave, that is the way people are calling them such of names. But I believe, let them correct themselves for that statement. A owner, you can't call him tout. I invest money to buy the vehicles for the riders, and you call me tout. So then if you go inside market, you meet those who are offering shops, you call them what? Togris. So that is what I don't understand.
All right, so Mr. President, I won't leave you without getting your comment for Nigeria at 61. You are sharing almost the same month with Nigeria. Your tenure and the commencement of Nigeria as a country is in the same October. So what's your message for Nigerians 61 years after independence?
My message for Nigerians in 61 years is a goodwill message. In the sense, let we, the masses, we continue praying good for our leaders. If you sit down, you continue praying bad for the leaders, they will worse more than what they are now. It's better you should put them for your prayer, that God, you should change them in the way you look at them are not doing well. God, you should change them to do well. So that is my message for the whole masses in this country. We should join hands together and pray for our leaders for good government and change.
Some people have said Nigeria. Some people said Nigeria will not be better than this now. Do you believe?
Nigeria is still remain Nigeria. As from beginning is Nigeria, is still remain Nigeria. Is we human being that we change ourselves by ourselves. Let all of us come back to God Almighty Allah. To know if you do this is against the Bible, if you are a Christian. If you are a Muslim, to know that this what you want to do is against the Quran. Do what is right and you will see right. They cannot do something wrong and you expect you will see right. We should check ourselves. Today, you have them neighbor to neighbor. If today God Almighty Allah made you, you are getting things, your neighbor will now go against you. Which is against the teaching of the Quran and Bible. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. Then you pray good for yourself, you pray good for your neighbor.
I've spoken with a number of your members across the country, and the facts at my disposal has it that you have done well in this 1 year. So while we await that major event where all these your achievements will be unveiled, Mr. President, what is the secret of your success?
The secret not only of my own success, in everybody's success, you should have fear of God. You should have fear of God. Keep the God commandment. You will achieve a lot. This is the secret.
All right, the Executive National President of Road Transport Employers Association of Nigeria, the pioneer and umbrella of road transport unions in the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Alhaj Dr. Musa Muhammad, Maitakobi 1. I understand Maitakobi means the warrior.
The warrior and the man with his sword. That is the meaning. So, and the sword is for truth.
Fantastic. All right, I want to congratulate you on your 1 year in office, and then wish you more successes as you continue to provide the expected leadership for your association and, of course, the members of your association. Thank you very much for obliging us this interview.
Thank you, and God bless.